Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter. Today we're going to look at plant therapy. The new DLC for Park Place has just been released. This is where we get to enjoy 3 new apartments overlooking Central Park. We can attract birds. I gotta say, the birds are adorable. To your apartment with an enchanted bird baths feature. Includes 70 new items, 3 apartments, birds, which have been a hotly requested item, and bird baths. So we have the artwork, new bird baths, new furniture, new wallpaper, and new plants. Now I did, if you watched me on Twitch, I did go ahead and start. I kind of started in here, and then I started on this is my main playthrough file, and this is my secondary. We're going to go look at my secondary file. You'll notice that there are 3. There's Upper West Side 1, Upper West Side 2, and Harlem. So here we're going to embrace the splendor of Central Park. This grand penthouse apartment boasts 2 outdoor patios, classic moldings, and original herringbone flooring. Steps away from Central Park, cozy cafe-lined streets, and the Museum of Natural History and Planetarium, this neighborhood enjoys all the best of Upper West Side. So we're going to look a little bit at the apartment to start. So we've got, you can see the skyline in the background as well as the trees from Central Park. Now there are several items. You see we have a bird bath here. Several items are from previous, but I tried to get as many. This is from what I did on stream. So I wanted to kind of show this off a little bit. We're going to have to wait till the day. So I would like to take this moment to thank Short Lake Studio for providing me with a key to this. Now I did get the key for Park Place. I've also gotten the key from them for the Goth and the Tropical pack. All other packs were ones that I purchased myself, just because I played the demo and love this game. There's some of the birds coming in, and you can see they come in, they just hang out. They'll hang out in the bird bath. They'll hang out in some of the plants as well. And you'll see that. I'll go through and I'll show both of my views. Now, this is the only one I think that I've actually decorated. But it gives you an idea of how much space is available. The windows. This came out for the winter. There's also several things. Let's see if we can find something that is specifically, these houses I believe are from there, but I will show you. This is one of my favorite bird baths. I think it's the mosaic. You got a nice huge balcony, and then go in. I played for like 3 hours. I didn't even have a chance to fill even. Now, granted, I was playing all of them, but I didn't even get a chance to fill up even one full. If we go back to here, let's go to... So this is the street. This is where you'll return back to your apartment. We've got... They usually have a themed kiosk of some kind, so it's usually like based off of whatever holiday. House Plus, let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, here's a bird. Oh, I think this is the only bird bath. Okay, so really quickly, it tells you bird bath green daisy, and based off of the color, now I may have just not noticed this before if it was in previous. Based off of the color, it tells you what pack it's in. So this one, and it doesn't have a check mark. So I'll give you an idea. So there comes from, I believe that's the Queen's pack. This one is also from the pack. So we also have Art Gallery. I love that painting. We have Vintage Land. I always like having ladders. Ladders help you build vertically. That's from the dogs pack. This, I believe, is from, yeah. That's from this pack. That's from, I believe the frogs are the tropical, but we'll go ahead and grab that. You know, the side table might make good for the patio. And I try to collect as many bird baths as I can. Let's go back here. Let's go look at, before we go look at the plants, let's look at Rainbow Company. So I've already gotten all of the paints, and I can show you how to paint. These are several of the different decals and stuff. I typically don't necessarily get them. That's just me. I prefer, if I'm going to paint, I'm just going to do paints. So here you can go in. Let's pick up, we have the lilac. There we go. So anything that has that leaf is actually part of the base game, and everything in the base game in this game is free. So one of the things that I like is that you come here. I can see that I've got 2 of those in this safe. They're somewhere in one of the apartments. I don't have a peace lily. I don't have that one. I'm looking for one that's maybe specifically from this pack. So the plants themselves are, they're always varied. What I like about this is what I was talking about. You have the hanging Terra in black dot. So based off of the background, we can see that it is it's got the birds, so it's Park Place, so it's this one. It's also a medium. It's going to cost $175. That check mark means I've already unlocked it. So what that means is that I don't have to go back and rebuy them. None of these plants are from, oh, here we go. J. Jewel Cane. This one is from here. So we're going to get this plant, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to check, and all I got to do is check to see if there's any of these pots that I don't already have. And I'm just looking for that little check mark. This one I don't have. It says it's $200, but it's highlighting in red because this one is going to need a large. So I'm going to get a medium plant because I need this one. Terracotta and beige, not compatible with plant. I don't have that one either. So I don't have to go and spend money. I mean, I could do this. I could spend money, or I could go back here to, there's usually a plain terracotta in each one. If I decide, no, I don't want to spend money on a plant, on a pot, I could just do that. It will revert back. I'm going to use the magical kitty, just because I think it's cute. Yeah, I believe this one comes with the cat pack. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Now, this is one that I need to get this one. So, because I don't have this one. We're going to do this one. I don't have this one either. So we're going to get that one in beige. And for this one, let's get that. Now, what that allows me to do is when I go back to my apartment, in addition to all this mass chaos, we're going to put this guy right here. I seriously already had it. Okay. You know what? We'll put him right there. We're going to put him in that box, which means I will be able to access him from a different one. In fact, I'm going to put a couple of these bird baths in there as well. And we're going to move this one over here. And there also is a very nice, there's been a couple of other features. I'm going to go through and show the other apartments here in just a second. because they've done quite a bit of updating as well. I'm gonna move this over here. One such update came about. I'm gonna put there because I want to put like a couch right here. This can go on the windowsill. This should go right there. And 2 dinosaurs. Put that on top, and we'll just move this over. Like right there. Okay. Now we've got this, but sometimes I was having issues on stream with picking something up and it would just automatically set it to there. So what they did, there should be in the settings, yeah, use bottom toolbar. So you could click on this. So if that little thing really cramps your style, you can use this. Now this is the same UI that is used in the mobile game. So if you download the mobile game, it's available on Apple Play and on the App Store, on Apple's App Store, as well as Google Play. You can, so if you want to do water, I don't have any plants to water. Sprinkle is too efficient. If I want to paint, I could come in here. So all I would need to do is, like, if I wanted to do the park place, I come up here. We could do the floorboards. We could do in like this dark window trim. We can do the same color. And then for the wall color, we'll do this blue. And then you can also pick for wallpaper as well as decals and murals. And then we just click to keep, and that keeps our design that we'll be able to see when it lights back up. Another thing about moving the UI down to the bottom is, one, it's not getting cumbersome over here, and two, it frees up more wall space. So more wall space, more shelves, more plants, more decor. It's a win. Let's go real quick. I want to see if they actually have something. Consider House Plus. We can get the garden gnome. I've already got one of these. We can get one to put somewhere else. I love the heart plush. Yeah, we'll do that one because I'm pretty sure. Okay, I just gotta. Let me put these down. This is gonna go, we're gonna get, this one will go in here. That will also go in there, and this, we put right there. Okay. Let's go to a different apartment. I'm gonna show you the Upper West Side. So, welcome to Boutique Living. This historic pre-world building boasts incredible views of Central Park, the Central Park Reservoir, from oversized windows and your own private outdoor space. Steps away from Central Park, cozy cafe-lined streets, and the Museum of Natural History and Planetarium, this neighborhood enjoys all the best of the Upper West Side. So this one, I don't believe I've built it at all. This one I just bought. I did not build in it at all. So when you open up a new apartment, you get a shelf and a new item, or like a piece of decor and a new item, a new plant. And you just come here and you can just pick and go like this. So this one we're going to put right here. Now I need to water. And I need to do food. And that's going to help provide for different things. The gems. Now this is the street view. There are a couple things that I need to get. I need to go to plants here. And first off, we're going to get the dog bots. I'm going to get sprinkle, the mushroom, and the greenhouse. If you have the money, I highly recommend getting those. Just because it'll allow you to transfer items as well as maintain for like the food and the water and drinking, or the water and the food for the plants. Again, I go in here, I just check to see, is there any new pots that I need. Here's a modern triangle. I've already got that one. Oh, this one I do not have. And I love that feature because you're able to just instantly see, ooh, here's one that I don't have. So that's perfect. So I can just go ahead and buy that. And we can check and see what we've got in here. That cat looks like he's just done. I can't turn him down. He's got to go home with me. Rainbow Company. Again, here's your wallpapers. So you could it's just a matter of simply going and clicking on a button. And then sponge painted blue. That one I might actually apply. Vintage Land. Patchwork orange. A lot of this is just, again, Gray Kitty. This was part of some of the Halloween. So occasionally you'll go through and you'll see new things that will come out, and they come out. They might be attached with a DLC, but they do a lot of updates. Let's go back to the street level. Art gallery. This is one that's expensive though. This is on there. I'm not a Centipede person. I like the Centipede video game. I might come back to the T-Rex if I have. All right, let's come back over here. This is cute. Hold on. Yeah, this is part of the regular one. This one, I believe, is part of the new. This is part of the tropical, but we're going to go ahead and get it. We have a daisy. We might as well go ahead and we'll get the dachshund. I'll get another shelf. The corgi, they do have a corgi. That's where the short. Oh, here's a mushroom stump. And we'll grab this one. Was that? Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. It honestly doesn't take me that long to rebuild my income. All right, so we've got all this that we just place out. No, I was trying to grab the, hold on. If we want to, it might be too late. I would like to go into decorator mode. I believe I do have, didn't I got Dogbot somewhere. Okay, anyway, we're going to move this over here. I just accidentally put the put that in there. That's okay. We'll go grab that here in a second. And then we'll put, I usually like to put, where did, I still forgot to put it into decorator mode. You can see the cat's eyes glow. There you go. Then we're going to put that back. We go back into here. We can easily just grab whatever we want. I think, yeah, it was this one. That back. I do not use this a lot, so I just forgot how to put stuff down. Because you want to like grab it and then grab the pickup, but the pickup does for the end table, and I just had it. It was up here, I thought. So you see, you have a lot of storage. This is basically unlimited storage that you can put whatever you want. So it's really great for transferring items to and from. Here it is. You go through, you just place the item like that. And then from there, you can pick it up. Yeah, but they can be a little persnickety about who's gets what claim. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So we can put that right there, and we need to put the cat back. All right, so hold on. So this needs to go right back there. And the cat goes on top. You can see that it's highlighting which spot it goes to. And then we're just going to lock those in place. Actually, what we can do is we can click on this and we can actually lock this item in place, which means if I go to pick it up, I can't pick it up anymore because it's good. So let's go check out the last apartment for Harlem. What a view. This meticulously restored home features stunning views of Central Park and Midtown. Delight in the serenity of your patio with artisan craft terrazzo flooring and uninterrupted treetop expanses. Enjoy living in a vibrant cultural hub with a diverse population on the doorstep of North Central Park. see shows in the historic Apollo Theater, take long walks on wide tree-lined streets, and eat amazing food. So here where we have these two, we will step into this briefly for night. You can see that the sky lights up. And we'll go back and look. This is all the way on the other side. And you can see it is quite a piece. Now we can put the unicorn down because I've got 2 unicorns here. We could also get a bird bath. We'll place one of these down. And then we'll go check out the street. Hold on. Before I go too far, let's come here. Let's go to decorator mode so that way I don't lose my daylight. I'm looking specifically for the unicorn that I placed in here earlier. Yeah, let's say there's Oscar. Let's see. Looking for, there's another unicorn so we can pull him down. There's the one I was looking for. How many other unicorns do I have in this game? Just out of curiosity. I don't know if I have any others. I've got a lot of stuff in these things. Oh, hold on. I saw one. Let's grab him. Okay. There we go. And then I want unicorn. So we've got several different unicorn items, and then we can place this. Nope. That's not where I meant to put it. That's partially on me. Let's move this down just a little bit so maybe he's like right here. And move this up a little bit more. Okay, put the glove back. We gotta go back at, oh, it's right there. Perfect. There we go. And then we've got this guy that we're gonna move. We're gonna move him right there. And you see he's already got a little bird buddy. So yeah, so this is the Harlem. I had to put the 2 rocking horses together. They are coming out with a The devs are also coming out with 2 new games. One is Plush Rangers. It's Plush Rangers. And it is a roguelike that is based off of all of these plushies. So if you love the plushies in this game, it'll definitely be worth checking out once that is released. And then they have a new game that is currently in development that they've kind of given a peek to, and it's a creature collection game that uses an aquarium, and that's called Creep Tank. So this is the street level view for Harlem. Again, you've got this because I'm recording this it's actually in September. So we're preparing for Halloween. And then we have, nope, I was just trying to look. That's tropical. That's raining cats and dogs. That's centipede. That's, I believe, from the dogs pack. This, I believe, is from the cats pack. And that's, I think this is Queens. This is Goth. And this is Park. No, this is, sorry, this is the plant therapy. Go in here. I always like the Christmas cactus. It has some really pretty blooms. And I've actually been able to, when I go out to the store, I've actually started recognizing some of these plants, which is really, really cool. Be like, I know that plant. And then, you know, you take a picture of it and like post in the Discord, on their Discord. It's like, hey, I recognize this plant. There's a poinsettia. I'm not going to get one just yet. Those come around every so often. Let's look and see over here. The dolphin is really cool. And the dragon tree. Okay, so then we're going to go through and look. And I've got several of these that I don't have already. Okay, so I need this one. I need this one. Yeah, we'll get it with that. This one. I think there was one more. Oh, I think that was it. Unless either one of those. Yeah, and here's hanging terracotta and gold. All right, let's go back to the street level view. So a lot of different choices. Oh, I was gonna do the, okay, these were murals and decals. Okay. So I'm also kind of like going over them so you can kind of see if there's one of them in particular you like. Here's a woolly mammoth. This is from Park Place. We'll go ahead and grab that one. That's the brown. So the brown is part of the base game. The plum is part of Park Place. Patchwork blue. Let's go ahead and get a yellow star. I keep going up there because I'm used to muscle memory. I'm used to going up there. Okay, that is the end of the street. That's a lot of stuff I've got to place now. Now, one thing to note, when you are in designer mode, you are not generating income. So if you are low on cash, it may not be the right time. But don't feel like you have to. Can I put the bird? I can't put the bird right there. I'm not going to. I'm going to put the bird back on the ground. If I can get the... Oh, and then I got the star to put up. We'll put the star right there. Oh, I already used the paint. I already painted this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, so these are two different walls. So let's see if we can do... I think it was a decal. Maybe not. It might have been a wallpaper. That's interesting. There, sponge painted blue. That's the one I wanted. And so we've got this over here, kind of more of a muted, and then over here a little bit more of a vibrant. That actually change it to actually green, and that's actually my wallpaper, or how I have my bedroom painted. All right. So really quickly, let's go over. I want to set this back to are we generating money again? I don't usually turn on. Okay, there we go. You just have to toggle it on and off, I think. Maybe. Yeah, the sun's moving. We're good. Okay. So the last thing I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go show you the other apartment that I've got. Here are all of the plants, and you can see there is a huge selection. Anything that has this base background is going to be it's going to be in the base game. So if you get this game, you're not quite sure if you want to pay for a DLC. First off, the DLC is super cheap, especially compared to other games where you're paying like 20-30 bucks for some of these. You're paying like, I think the most at full price, one of the DLCs might be like $6 USD. It's like $5.99. So here we have Queens. Here is Park Place. I think I do have this one. You can click on this and it will show you what it is over here. Brain Cactus. We did get a Brain Cactus. This is one of my favorite ones if you want like a goth, like a real good goth one, which I mean, it comes with the goth pack. But if you just want like kind of a dark area, that's a good one to have. This one, this particular pot it's the only pot that is able for this particular plant. And so I'm just going to kind of let you look and see which ones you have, which ones you would like. Definitely worth picking up. Oh, hold on. Let's go back and look. This is one that I just picked up on that. Oh, after this, I'll show you how to change out the pots. So here's where I was telling you, you get them where you can unlock them. So once they're unlocked, you can change the potted plants. So there's no reason to rebuy a pot unless you just need that pot. So like here's modern triangle. We've got medium, small, and extra large. Here's an example. Medium, large, extra large. And then there's so many pictures, paintings, decor items. Like here's that gnome, and then there's a purple, and so if it's in color, it means that you've seen it, you've bought it, you have it. If it's grayed out, it means you haven't seen it. So obviously you haven't had the chance to buy it. And let me see if I could find an example. I believe it's if it's grayed out, but it has like an outline around it. You've possibly seen it. But you haven't bought it. Maybe. Maybe I'm just thinking about that. Okay, yeah, because I've seen this, but this is a perfect example. I've seen this, but I haven't bought it. Okay, that's what it is. If I've seen it, it shows me what the picture is. But if I haven't seen it, then the picture will be like a lock or something. Because it'd be like, you've never seen this, you don't know what it is. Really quick, there are 3 of these. There's a frog bot, a gato bot, Gottabot, and then there's also a dog bot. I think I've pretty much seen everything on this save, at least. And the easiest way to do it is just go into town, go on the street, check all the vendors. These are really cool. These actually light up too. And then we've got some different paints. Go down to the street every single day and just check all of the different vendors and see if anything catches your eye. You don't have to unlock everything. I still don't have everything. I've been playing this game for over a year. I still don't have everything unlocked. In part because I have not followed my own advice and going in. This is really cool. I had the most amazing Dole Whip when I was in Hawaii too. Just saying. They love the corgis. Then we also have paint styles. There's a lot of different paint colors and paint levels. Pictures, I don't take a lot of pictures. And then there's different is there one that I don't have? Take 15 screenshots, pays out 500 coins. Okay, I need to take more screenshots apparently. But there's all the different ones, and then you can get something and it will unlock an item that then becomes available for purchase. So see, you just take screenshot. We could just take and you angle what you want to take a screenshot of. Like all the unicorns that I just did that. And then it just alerts me that I just took a screenshot. Oh, here we go. What is this? Take a screenshot. I really don't take enough screenshots. The bird baths, again, are really cool. I was gonna say, oh, I said I was gonna show you how to change pots. Okay, so this, let's do this pot, for instance. If I don't like this pot, all I have to do is click here to repot, and then I can just select something. It will let me do a preview. If I decide I don't want that, then I hit the X. If I want to swap it out, blue, and it doesn't cost me anything. So it really does. So again, only buy pots in the plant shop if you don't have them already, and it tells you which ones you have. Now for this, I want to go and I want to do one more thing. I want to show you what I did in, I believe I only did like this one. Just with what I was able to do. This is what we started with. These two both come in, allow you to add more hanging pot space, as well as more decorations for more space to put the pots in. more shelving space. So that would be really good. These would be really great for like patios and stuff. Here, this is one of my favorite bird. This is also one of my favorite bird baths. I love all the bird baths. I got the little, probably gonna call it Sue. This is one of my favorite plants still, because it was a nightmare to find. And then as soon as I could afford them, I snatched them all up. I got 2 little buddies over here, some bird baths. I love the fact that the birds are all the way over there. I mean, the birds just sit there and they will sit on the plants. Here is the light, and you could turn it on, and you can see it really doesn't do a lot now, but you could see once it turns to night, and I've got both the brown and the plum pterodactyl and the flamingo pot as well. You see it does do considerable amount of light, and provides additional light source at night if you would like to have that, especially around like your paintings and such. Be remiss without showing that one off. If you're curious, this is like a $10,000 plant. So, and this was like 10,000. This one is why I don't have any money, is because of this particular one. So don't do what I did and spend all your money to get the one item that you really, really want, because you know the next day it won't be there. I could show you a trick that I used. I don't think... Hold on. Since I'm here... Don't have that one. Right, so we're just gonna... Don't have that one either. We'll do with that one. I don't have this one, so we'll give him... What about this one? Oh, hanging terracotta and blue. Oh, because I don't have the money for it. That's why. Okay. So what we're gonna do is really quickly, we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna switch over to a different apartment real quick, and I'm gonna make some money here real quick. Okay, so the money does transfer. Okay, it was this one. Right? No, I've got that one. It was this one and that one. Gonna see if any of them... Oh, and then this one was the other one I needed to get. We'll get this one. Mosaic, but that would be most of my money, but I don't have it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, now I gotta get it. But now, oh, I've already got that one though, at least. Okay. I gotta go back and stop spending money. All right, so we're gonna put this there. So, but if you're just like that and you're like, I just spent all my money and you're not quite sure, you know, you're wanting to... So let's... I will put it like right there. Yeah, so if you are just like that, where you don't have a lot of money, this is one thing I did, especially for doing some of my showcase. So let me go back to my showcase run. My showcase save, where I plan on going through and doing all of the showcases for all the DLCs. I sacrificed this Brooklyn apartment, and I literally just did this. Now I do have the sprinkle, I have the mushrooms, so that all this stuff gets fed automatically, and I have the greenhouse, so if I do find a plant, I can always transfer it over, as well as so I can always go into the street level, and I can go find something, and I could send it to another apartment. So what I can literally do is, and I've got all 3 of the little bots down here. We got cat bots, the frog bot, and the dog bot. And they just collect money. So if you are like, I just need money, you could literally set one of your apartments up. Even if you get like one of the park place, can you imagine that? Like 3. I mean, that's a huge apartment. This is just like a 2. This one's a small. I think this is like one of the smallest apartments. I have not counted how many dots there are, so I don't know. You could literally just have this, run this, listen to the beautiful soundtrack that is also available as a DLC. You just let this run, and you can generate, like, just in the time that I'm talking, that I've opened this one up, I've already generated like over 6,000 coins, and there's more. And then if you want to go and make it even further, you could still go through and manipulate it with your mouse, and you could get it even faster. That's already 10,000 in like less than a minute. But this is like you're going through, and you're not necessarily buying plants for what they are, so you could almost buy like the same plant. You'll notice most of these are the small plants because they all fit up on the shelves. I need ones that fit up on the shelves, and then I just basically go through, and I just, as many shelves as I can have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves high. In fact, I could actually fit another shelf here, because this is where this toolbar, where this used to go. I could show you that. We go over to settings, we can remove that, and it's right there. But I almost prefer having it at the bottom, because then it doesn't, you're not having to flip it around. We can also do, I did like that one. Ooh, daisies. And something just grew up. And so yeah, so that is keep going there, thinking it's the apartments. That is, again, so we have 3 apartments: Manhattan, Upper Side, West Side 1, 2, and Harlem. That come as part of the park place. We also have the goth pack. Here's the cat pack, dog pack, plush and pot pack. But this is specifically the park place. Really cool. I love the birds. And it's so easy. I'm needing to go in and do that. And then they've got, and these are like, there's Fitzgerald, and I think the other one is Zelda. And since the money transfers, here's Nebula. Get that one. Since the money transfers between things, so whatever you earn in one, you can spend it in other, as long as they're within the same save. Quick check. I don't have that one. And was it this one? All right. So that has been Park Place. Oh, there's the King of New York. And one last thing, if you decide, you know, like, hey, I want this to face another way, all you gotta do, flip. It's right there. And then this one also needs to go somewhere. We can put him right there. See, there's the other pigeon, and now we've got the king pigeon. Amazing. And then I've got all this space to continue to utilize and try to point out some of the wonderful artwork. Which it is a very small dev team, and they're very open to feedback on their Discord. So love them. They're a great team. They're great to work with. I would have covered this even if I hadn't gotten the key from them. But I would like to extend another thank you for providing me with a key. So thank you for watching, and have an utterly fantastic day. See you next time.